32. One of the races we were looking forward to. And honestly, part of the reason we're here today, because last week when we interviewed Rheinhardt Harrison and Bradley Anderson Ball, they told us of their plans to race next in this one. Again, Rheinhardt Harrison has not run a 32 this season, so he needs to run one in order to run at the district meet in the next week or two, whenever they have theirs. And his teammate Bradley Anderson Ball, one of the state's fastest, has run 9:06 this season, ran 9:08 actually earlier this season on this very track at Bolles, but was the winner there at the satellite meet. As the gun is up, it appears we're about to get ready here. And we're off. Let's see what happens. You see the two guys down there in the neon lime green there, or yellow. And Rheinhardt Harrison and Bradley Anderson Ball. Let's see what kind of pace they're going to run here. Again, the state meet schedule is going to be tough for these guys to really run fast times. They're going to have to really be smart and strategic, I think. So I would be kind of intrigued to hear what Rheinhardt and Bradley Anderson Ball do in this, and maybe one of the rare opportunities for them to just let it rip in a 32. Rheinhardt really hasn't focused on that distance. As high school, actually, would you not believe this? His high school PR is technically 9:34 in a 32. He's probably done that in workouts, like doing 3,200 meter repeats. So he's going to see a PR today in the 32, I would guess. And because his teammate Bradley Anderson Ball, no slouch, is going 9:06, going to FSU. So only 6 runners total in this field. At 109, so pretty comfortable through the first 400 of the race.
Ryan Harrison and Bradley Ball take the early lead.
As if you run 70s, you're really around 920. So right now they're on pace to run something in the 19s. I would not be surprised to see them just keep picking it up, as they could probably hold 69, 70s all day long. Probably for a 5K they could do that. As they roll through 600 about 143. As Rheinhardt checks his watch, again with the fresh mullet haircut. And his teammate Bradley Anderson Ball right off of him. Coming up on 800 meters now. Looks like they're picking it up just a tad. We're at 2:16, so yeah, 2:15 would be 9 flat pace. So they're just off of that, so they quickly, smartly, let's make their first lap the slowest lap and see if they can just grind it out here.
Harrison Ball come through around the 2:16 for the opening 800.
Again, could see something special here. What would be remarkable, and kind of looking at how the strategy has been so far, Rheinhardt's been the one leading Ball, so he must be trying to help Ball maybe go sub-9. As you could easily just have Ball help Rheinhardt come along and get his district qual in, but it looks like there might be a concerted effort here by Rheinhardt to maybe help his teammate Ball as a high school senior break 9 minutes. As it's kind of different this year, you don't have a lot of the national meets like you normally have, like Arcadia, to go out there and jump in with a bunch of sub-9 guys. So the two teammates trying to work together here maybe to do something special. As they come through 1,200, about 3:22. So far a pretty solid pace. Slowed up a little bit there on that third lap. Actually, that's 66 there, actually, excuse me, on that last lap. So they're picking it up. They're at 1,400 meters now at 3:57. And some of Reinhardt's workouts, he has a YouTube channel and puts some of the workouts in. He had one repeat workout where he started out in the 14s for 3-mile repeats and ended up at a 407. When I saw that, I was like, this kid could run a good 2-mile right now. Right there at 415 right now at 1500. They're going to be under 430, it appears, through 1600 or close to it. 425, 426, 427, 428, 429, 430 high, 431 low. Look like maybe 430 high for Rheinhardt and 431 low for Ball. So this would be something remarkable if we could see two teammates from the same high school go sub-9 in the same race. And this ho-hum low-key last chance meet here at Bolles right before we get into district competition here in Florida. Again, Bradley Anderson Ball has already shown what he can do in the 32. He looked like a man amongst boys there at Satellite, just a tall stature, as he kind of controlled that field and then pulled away to run a 9:06. And the same windy conditions that Rheinhardt struggled to go for his sub-4 attempt when he went 4:06, 5 seconds off his 4:01 PR from last summer. So here we go. The two teammates working together here. Again, they were at 4:30, 4:31 at 1600. They're coming up now on 2K at 5:39. So that was about a 68-second lap there for those guys. So don't need to go any slower than 68. See if they can go 67s throughout and maybe kick hard off of that. So maybe they're just trying to get second win here. Always that third 800 is always the toughest one to keep your splits and keep that pace. And the two teammates from Nease, Rheinhardt Harrison, the junior, Bradley Anderson Ball, the senior, head to Florida State. One of the best 1-2 duos, not only in the state of Florida, but nationally. And it looks like Reinhardt's trying to help his teammate here to possibly go sub-9 before he graduates high school. And Rheinhardt, again mentioned earlier, he's got a 3,200 meter PR technically in the 930s. So he wants to get that garbage PR out of the way. It's not too garbage for me, because I ran 923 in high school, but he's definitely way fitter than that. 645, 646 right now, so that was about a 67 lap for Rheinhardt. And it looks like Reinhardt's picking it up here, and Bradley's going to have to finish it off himself if he wants to go sub-9. Here's Reinhardt going to maybe try to drop it. Last week we saw him go 317 through a 1200 and a 1600, then take off at the 55 last lap. Let's see if Bradley Anderson Ball can get a second win and go with Reinhardt, as Reinhardt definitely looks primed to go sub-9 here. Let's see how they finish this last 600 off. About 2 or 3 seconds is Ball off his teammate Rheinhardt. Rheinhardt Harrison now coming off the turn. 500 to go at 7:36. Rheinhardt Harrison getting the district qualifier today, that's for sure. And it's going to be probably a sub-9 run if he closes hard here. 750 here, so he's got to close under 70 seconds. 753 for Ball. So Ball needs to close in a 66 for his last 400 if he wants to break 9. That would be something if he could find his second wind here on this backstretch. But right now, Reinhardt's opening it up. Again, he was at 750 with a lap to go. So all he would need is a sub-70 to go sub-9. And there's Bradley Anderson Ball. Looks like he's trying to turn the jets on. Again, we're keying on him as well, as that would be an achievement for him. He was at 824 with 200 to go. So he's going to need a 35 last lap. So it seemed like he's picking it up. It's just Rheinhardt Harrison is picking it up another notch. 835 with 100 meters to go. He's going to go under 850. Rheinhardt Harrison going to finish this race and run one of the faster 32s in the nation. 847 we just witnessed. How about that for a PR drop? No more 934 on Rheinhardt Harrison's athlete profile MileSplit. And under 9 minutes as well. Bradley Anderson Ball. Look at that moment there. As you know, Rheinhardt wanted that for Bradley Anderson Ball, his teammate, just as much as him, running a good time in this 32. What a race we just witnessed here at Bolles between those two guys. It looked like about an 8:46, 8:47 for Rheinhardt. 8:47 unofficially. And then that's a state record as well in the 32 in Florida. So the fastest time in Florida we just witnessed by mullet rockin' Rheinhardt Harrison, the 8:47 performance, the fastest 32 we've ever witnessed in the state of Florida. And that's got to be 8:47.42, the official time. Taking down Charles Hicks, actually a Bolles athlete. So about 8:56, I want to say, for Bradley Anderson Ball, waiting for his results to pop up. But 8:47 state record there for Rheinhardt and the boys 32. And helping, he did it kind of being unselfish too, as he really, you could tell up until the last two laps, he was just all about pacing Bradley Anderson Ball there in that race. And we were able to witness history here. Not only a state record, but Bradley Anderson Ball, his teammate, joining his teammate Rheinhardt Harrison, who set the state record in the 32. That was something magical to watch here, and so glad we were here to witness it. As again, state meet, we don't know what we're going to see at state. If we're going to be able to see these guys let it rip with the schedule, they might just be running hard enough to get the win or score as many points as possible for their team. But it's two guys from the same high school going sub-9, and Rheinhardt Harrison breaking Charles Hicks' state record in the 32 here tonight. And that will be one of the faster times in the country in the event. And dropping considerably his personal best. Again, a modest 9:34 we got on the books prior to today. And the 8:47 run nationally currently, if you would be number 2 with 32 times, and if you converted all the 2-mile times in the country as well, that would put you ballpark in the top 3. It looks like top 3 or 4. Yeah, it looks like probably number 4. It looks like overall, just behind Kessler, Shearer, and Salmon, ahead of Judson Greer. But what a race we just witnessed. And here we go. Officially, the times have now displayed for that boys 32. And let's see if we can get a photo op with them. 8:47.43 for Harrison. And Ball joining him. Under 9 minutes. Awesome. Just awesome.